By now, I'm sure you saw it. I'm sure you are aware of it. I'm sure you know if you watch the NBA what happened on Tuesday. On Taco Tuesday, we all saw it. We all know what happened. We saw the Golden State Warriors beat the Memphis Grizzlies, and we saw who showed up to the party. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Full Court Press. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showman, and I got a commentary for you today on what happened on Tuesday and some follow-up commentary that I heard from some guy from the 305 Udonis Haslem, someone that has had the opportunity to play with LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, and Jimmy Butler. Yes, sir. He's played with all of them. He knows them all. Played 4 years with LeBron. He played, God, probably 15 with Dwyane Wade. And he played 5 with Jimmy Butler. Before we start, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this topic because this is why I was so ungodly upset about the Miami Heat trading this man and how they could underestimate them and underappreciate him for all that he did in this damn city, playing with a bunch of fucking bums. But now you got him playing next to Steffortless, where he doesn't have to be the guy all the time. He has someone that he can actually defer to. But at the same time, since he showed up in San Francisco, the Warriors are 24-7. Think about that. The impact he made in San Fran got the Warriors to a 48-34 record. 48-35, whatever it is. A record that if they were in the East, they would be the 4 seed. A record that if they were playing in the East, they'd probably be a 3 seed because they would have won 55 games. Jimmy Butler showed up to the party. The Jimmy Butler that put up 56 on the Bucks and then 42 the next game. The guy who hit the game-winning shot to end the series with the Bucks. The guy that beat the Boston Celtics as a 1 seed versus, an 8 seed against what was Boston, a 2 seed then? Because the Miami Heat beat the Bucks as a 1 seed, as an 8 seed. Jimmy Butler. You didn't see it yet? I'm going to share it with you. Just so you know. This is what Jimmy Butler did on Tuesday. 38, 7, and 6. 60% from the field, 12 of 20, 12 of 18 from the line, which for him is actually bad. He usually shoots a lot better from the free throw line. So you're looking at a guy that probably should have had 42, 44. 38, 7, and 6. Steph Curry had 37 in that game. Played great in the fourth quarter. Jimmy kind of deferred a little bit too much, in my opinion. But playoff Jimmy has emerged. Playoff Jimmy has returned. This is where Jimmy Butler will show you who he is. This is where Jimmy Butler will remind you of who the fuck he is. And the reality is that the Miami Heat forgot this. The Miami Heat forgot that Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy, is a different animal. And they got upset last year because he unfortunately got injured in the game against Philadelphia. Now, the Miami Heat, they did win over the Bulls yesterday, and they play the Hawks tonight with the chance to get the 8 seed. And I'm a Heat fan. I hope the Miami Heat get the 8 seed, and let's see what happens. Do I expect to win? Not really. Realistically, I don't. I just don't. To win back-to-back road games in this situation, could they win? Sure. But Jimmy Butler's in the playoffs now for the Golden State Warriors, and they're playing the Rockets. And Jimmy Butler with the Warriors is gonna. I mean, if you think about it, look at the records. It's only like a 4-game difference between the two teams, and the Warriors are gonna beat the Rockets. Don't be surprised if it's like 5 games, because that's what Jimmy Butler does. Him and Steph together, pretty damn good. And Draymond Green loves him. Jimmy Butler's a different animal right now, bro. This is who he is. This is what he's been. He's different. He only cares about winning, nothing else. If he scored 5 points and they won, he would love it. That's what y'all don't understand about this man. This man cares about one thing. He will do whatever it takes. And in that game, for 3 quarters, he had to carry the Warriors because Steph wasn't having a good game. He carried the Warriors. He had 21 at halftime. He had 34 going into the fourth. He was carrying them. Because that's what Jimmy Butler does in playoffs. But I want to share with you another thing, because this comes from Udonis Haslem and some comments that he made, because now he's on the desk. This is prior to the Heat Bulls game yesterday. And he said this. I want you to pay attention.
Intelligent basketball players that I've ever played against. And I had this conversation with Dwyane Wade last night. I told him to his face, you are talented as hell. LeBron has been talented as hell, but Jimmy's way smarter than y'all. He is very smart. He is an extremely smart basketball player. I mean, to the point where I used to go home after practice and just think about ways to stop him because of the way he scored on me that night. And
think about that. Play with all 3 of these dudes. And he said that the smartest player that he's played against is Jimmy Butler. That should tell you the respect that Udonis Haslem, who played with him for 5 years, has for that man, that he would tell Dwyane Wade, who he played with for most of his life, he's smarter than y'all. Y'all might be more skilled than him and more talented than him, but that man is smarter than y'all. And when you talk about LeBron James and the basketball intelligence that LeBron James has, that is an incredible compliment. Incredible compliment. I mean, you got to think about it. LeBron James. I know Stephen A. Smith uses this term all the time. He calls him a basketball savant. He has a photographic memory where he memorizes every play that happens in a game. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. So for Udonis Haslem to say Jimmy Butler is the smartest player that I've ever played with, that speaks volumes. Consider the fact that the only guy to ever outplay LeBron completely in a game, and I mean scoring, rebounding, assists in a game, was Jimmy Butler in the finals against the Lakers. Jimmy Butler single-handedly carried the Miami Heat in that finals in the bubble to 2 wins with 2 triple-doubles. 2 triple-doubles. He carried them to 2 wins. Problem was Miami had no other players. Goran Dragic got hurt in game 1. Bam Adebayo got hurt in game 1. And Miami was severely limited offensively. Jimmy Butler did that. I know people will say, oh, they lost. Well, when LeBron didn't have dogs next to him, he lost too. In fact, he lost with dogs. He lost with dogs of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. He lost with the dogs in Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh. Twice, in fact. Jimmy Butler was playing with a young Bam and an older Goran Dragic and a rookie in Tyler Hero in that season, and carried the Miami Heat as a 5 seed to wins over the Bucks and the Celtics. I don't even remember who else they played in that season. Was it Philly? May have been. I'm not sure. Don't remember. Doesn't really matter. But Udonis Haslem sat there on a desk and just told the world that this is the smartest player I've ever played with. Think about that. All y'all guys that criticize Jimmy Butler, this is a former teammate who's played with 2 of the greatest players of all time. And he said that, which shows you how incredible Jimmy Butler is. Because he uses this. Because physically, he don't have the gifts that Dwyane Wade and LeBron James have. but he got this. And if you're smart, and it just shows if you're a smart basketball player and you know what you understand the game well, you understand angles and tendencies and all that stuff. Barbecue chicken, baby. And that's what he's gonna do to the Houston Rockets. He's gonna make barbecue chicken. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and follow. Leave a comment. This is Rudy's Rant Full Court Press. Come on now.